What's going on, Jeromes? So if you've been a fan of the channel for more than 2 seconds, you know that I am just an absolute jersey number nerd. I love the new uniform rules. I love the entomology of why a player picks a number, why they ride with that number, why it has a significant meaning to them. All that stuff. And with the new draft class coming in, you have a bunch of guys searching for their digits. And so we're going to go through a couple of the draft picks as well as significant UDFAs. So the first rounders, of course, first dibs, have already confirmed their numbers. J.J. McCarthy, who wore number 9 in college and won national title in Michigan, is going to be rocking number 9 here in the great state of Minnesota. Now, number 9 formerly, Tristan Jackson, wide receiver. Who knows if there's anything exchange or if Tristan just showed up today as like, oh, I'm not number 9 anymore. But Jackson did wear 86 at Michigan State and Syracuse, but also that 86 is Johnny Munt. So again, this is where it's like bumper cars but numbers sometimes. But also what's interesting, so McCarthy originally, so he wore number 2 in high school. He wore number 9 at IMG. He wore number 2 initially at Michigan, but of course that's Blake Corum's number. Or this might have just been a recruiting visit. Who knows? Doesn't matter. He wore number 9 at Michigan, winning the national title. Dallas Turner, Chip Burner Dallas Turner, wearing number 15, which formerly Josh Dobbs. So I know that a lot of people bought the Josh Dobbs jersey. So if you just get a nameplate that says Turner on the back and then just sewing, or just give it. Everyone has one aunt who sews, and you're thinking about it right now, aren't you? But what's interesting, so Dallas Turner wore 15 to Alabama. Roll Tide. But even further back in the day, he wore number 4. So why he picked number 15 at Alabama? Because 4 was probably taken at the time. 5 minus 1 equals 4. Again, numerology. Kyrie Jackson wore number 6 at Alabama, Roll Tide, as well as number 5 at Oregon. I wonder what number he wore at the deli counter when he was slicing meat at the grocery store. Probably number 1 because he was Employee of the Month. That's right. But, of course, 6 and 5 are occupied by Lewis Seen and Mekhi Blackman, respectively. So who knows who's going to pick. Walter Rouse wore 75 at Stanford and Oklahoma. Of course, that's Brian O'Neill. Will Reichard. So to pronounce it correctly, you have to pronounce it very southern. Because if you, as I cough and die, because if you look at it, I don't know, Reichard? Reichard? But you have to say it southern. Reichard. Yeah. No, Reichard sounds like the new appetizer at Cracker Barrel. Sounds good, man. But he wore 16 at Alabama, which 16 is such a stupid kicker number. It is. In college, I feel like all kickers, punters, and specialists have to wear like 90s numbers. Like the numbers that, ironically, the defensive linemen don't want because they all want single digits. Like 16 is just stupid. 16 currently held by Jaron Hall, the Mormon Missile. So we'll see if Reichard changes things up. Michael Juergens, baby make it smooth like lotion, coming out of Wake Forest, wore number 55 during his time there, currently occupied by Andre Carter II, the second-year edge rusher out of Army. Levi Drake Rodriguez, so he wore 50 and 53 through his various college journey, and both of them are open. And also it's ironic because Hercules Bad Mata Afa wore 51, but also 50 during his time here with the Vikings. Of course, another undersized heart and hustle defensive tackle. Now, I also want to give LDR a nickname, but I'm not sure if I can do it in today's politically correct climate, but I feel like I'm going to do it anyway. So, back in the day, 1983, the Pittsburgh Steelers in the famous quarterback class with Marino and Elway and whatnot. So they drafted number 21, a defensive tackle named Gabe Rivera out of Texas Tech. Now, he was a stud, getting after it. Unfortunately, his career was cut short due to a car crash. It's really unfortunate. But his nickname was Senior Sack, and I feel like I just feel it. Actually, we're doing it. All right, Senior Sack. Senor, give the ball to Bobby and he will score. That's right. All right, so UDFAs. Ty James, who I think has a little bit of staying power. So two-time FCS All-American at Mercer, back-to-back 1,100-plus yard seasons. 13 is currently occupied by N'Keal Harry. Guard tackle Doug Nestor from West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Originally was at Virginia Tech, again, back in the day. And also, kind of cool, he was teammates with Christian Darrisaw at Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, again, He wore 74 at Virginia Tech, 72 at West Virginia. Both numbers are currently open. Gabe Murphy from UCLA was originally at North Texas. So we're 35 and 11 at North Texas. He wore 11 at UCLA. 11 is currently taken up by Najee Thompson, but 35 is wide open. Marcus Sherrills. The marvelous Marcus Sherrills. That's right. Hey, Bo Richter. Bo Richter out of Air Force. So this one's funny. So he wore number 8. And number 8 is obviously open. And also it would be very funny to give him number 8. Dallas Gant coming out of Toledo. So he was originally at the Ohio State University, wore number 19 at Ohio State, wore 19 at Toledo. Currently open, but of course that is Adam Thielen's digits. But is it time? Is it time? Also, it is funny, though, because Tanner Morgan wore number 19 when he was on the practice squad off and on for like 2 seconds. So it's funny, man. Lastly, Dwight McLaughlin at Arkansas. So originally he was at LSU. And you know what number he wore at LSU? Number 2. And he was at LSU the year after JJ came to the NFL. So number 2 went from JJ to Dwight McLaughlin. Connection. They were number 3 at Arkansas. Also, Dwight McLaughlin is a bad dude. I think McLaughlin's going to make the roster. I think that he's going to be a significant player coming up. But that's it. That's at Numerology Podcast 2024 Draft Edition. So far, just McCarthy and Dallas Turner confirmed. So you can get your jerseys. And I don't think it's a situation as of yet where it's like Ivan Pace Jr. who took 40, but obviously he was changing number 0. No, if you want the McCarthy, get the 9. If you want the Dallas Turner, get the 1-5. Let's go. They're up in the team store right now. That's it. Let us know. You guys are the best. Skull production value.